I wasn't even ready. I thought we were going to do the other intro. Putting the other one up. I got to put this up. I got to do this. Steven!
Sounds good.
Hold on. We got to do the intro. I was totally ready for the River Cities intro. We were watching it, and I totally misplaced it. It was exciting.
Yeah.
Grand Forks Best Source here, brought to you by the River City Speedway. You have Chad Off, one half the Bullring Boys on today. John Roberts has got some city council stuff to take care of, but he's going to hang out and he's going to watch the show. I don't know where he went. Probably went to the bathroom. He's going to watch a show, which is cool. First off, we want to thank River City Speedway for hopping on this year, for being our major sponsor for Dirty Thursdays. Want to move over to Northwest Tire. Obviously, we got a little sponsorship with them. Northwest Tire, located in Grand Forks here. 2 locations, 4850 Gateway Drive, right there in 1700 South Washington Street as well. We're looking for employees if you want to come out and work, you know. Not you, Steven.
I was about to say.
Yeah, not you, but we would never get anything done. But come on out and check us out. And if you want to look for tires, come and shop with us, man. We got some awesome options. We got a credit card out there. You have financing. We have stuff to talk about, and I got great people at the front counter that'll help you. So check that out as well. You know, I got all mismatched today because there was John and Paul did an awesome job getting a little River Cities thing out there, and I was watching that. Well, and you watched it too. Pretty neat to watch the fun crashes.
Yeah, we're trying to place when they happened and, where we were. I think I was missing for a couple of those, but yeah.
And what we did, we were in Texas on one of those.
Yeah. I think Shane's, I was in Texas or Iowa. I forget what year it was, but
yeah. So as you guys can tell today, I have Steven Young on here with us, hanging out. We're going to talk a lot about racing. One of the most busiest guys, I think, in dirt track racing right now.
Before we go on, you said my name, and there's an applause button there, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Steven Young's here today.
There, that's better. Now, you see, that's something John wouldn't have missed, Yeah, I got to break you in.
Give the rookie some stuff. I got to have some sort of...
Hey, you left me open for a couple of jokes here, and I just let you do your thing, let you warm up here. So
we were told we're not going to have any scales of scoring on here, so no matter what joke happens, we're not going to talk about it.
Well, that doesn't mean they're not going to happen. We're not going to keep a tally of it, so...
You looked at your schedule so far, but you and I were talking a little bit about what's going on. You're incredibly busy. By far, like I said, one of the busiest guys I've ever seen in dirt track racing. Your schedule's been pretty hectic already, just this year alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so already 16 races into the season.
16 people.
So twice to Vegas, both with XR. We did... Las Vegas Dirt Nationals in January. We had Sprint Bandits and mods and that kind of thing. And then went back in February, we had Working Man Nationals. So those were 3 races each. And then just got back here from the second Bristol Dirt Nationals, the Carl Chevrolet Bristol Dirt Nationals. And I got to score those this year, and pretty proud to say that they went very well, 10 up, 10 down. And... yeah, pretty happy about it. So
when you go into Bristol, how long were you there this year? It seemed like you were there forever.
So we left, I think it ended up being a total of 20 days. So yeah, we left the Wednesday, before it all started and got set up and everything. And, we practiced that Monday and then 5 races. And then the Sunday in between, we had to get those cars out and move all new classes in. Another practice Monday, 5 more races, then tear down that Sunday, and then a couple of days of travel. And so yeah, about 20 days.
So let's say, how long have you been home?
I haven't been not home. The Vegas trips are really quick.
Right.
Bristol felt like it went quick, just because it's every day. So, the busier you are, the quicker 20 days goes. So, other than that, I've been home quite a bit. So when we talk about, I can't express enough to you guys that are watching right now, how busy this man is. There's really no winter break for you, really, is there? Because you break a little, but then you're right back to planning for 2022. You might have started that right away this year. So, yeah, I definitely, after last year was so so busy that once I got home from Duel in the Desert, right before Thanksgiving, there I was just like, all right, I'm gonna. I keep having it in my mind. I was like, I got to pack this away like the Christmas ornaments and just kind of leave it sit for a minute, So yeah, I did that for about 7 weeks or so. I was without it, but during that time, I got to catch up on getting Mike's pictures tagged that I'd missed over the years, Speedway Shots, and I was able to build Best Appearing for NOSA, NLRA, and the new one this year, the Renegade guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just I was off, but I was still doing things and preparing and whatever, building and whatever. So but yeah, it was nice to have a break because it was pretty go last year. So.
Right. When you let's break down everything that you got to do during the summer/winter. I want you to talk about the racetracks you were involved with, the racetracks you helped, and also the sanctioning bodies that you're in with as well. This kind of give everybody a view of what Stephen Young's. Stephen Young's.
Now you remember the button.
Cool. His overview for the year. We'll talk about that for a second.
Okay, so I'll probably tell some more involved stories about it last year, but about how last year went. But
later, John. So, good luck, bud.
See ya. So he doesn't know if he's coming back to anything with us still in charge.
Now, now let's tell. Now we're by ourselves. Now I don't know where Paul is. Oh, he's back by his desk. Okay, so now. This could really go downhill from here. We're just letting you guys know. We were being professional while John was in the building. Now he's gone.
Yeah, Katie had to go to class, and I told you on the way in here, I was like, should have told her to study harder because she doesn't know if she's coming back to anything after this now. So
this could be a huge bombshell, or this could be just a total tank. It's all depending on what happens from here on out. But anyway, okay. So now we got that ready. Now we're going to loosen up a little bit more. I'm just kidding. But okay, so talk about what you do for your sanctioned bodies. Let's get back to that question. You were doing that, then John had to leave. So go for that.
So so like I said, we'll probably tell more involved stories, but from a stats standpoint, for me, the two racetracks I was at the most last year, I was at them 17 times each. One of them was Devil's Lake.
Yes.
The other one was the Texas Motor Speedway dirt track.
And you had to fly every time for that. I mean, that was not a simple task.
And when it got into August, I would have to do Sunday night in Glendon. One of them was an OSA show.
Right.
Jump in the car, make the 4-hour drive to MSP to fly to DFW, get picked up and go straight to TMS.
Straight to the track.
Grab a quick bite, maybe a quick snooze. I actually saw a picture of that in Bristol, finally. Yeah. I did not look alive, but it was a really good one. But do a night there and then come back Tuesday, get back Tuesday night and then have essentially like 18 hours to sleep a couple times, try and, do your press, your points, your tagging, and then get right back at it. Be at River Cities Friday night, Devils, or a Mandan or wherever Saturday was, Glendon, Texas.
A Jamestown.
Airport, Texas, home. It just kind of, got to be that. It was a constant stretch. Yeah, it
was a pretty constant for you last year. I remember you and I are at Devil's Lake Speedway together, and you'd always tell me what you got coming up, and then always say that, well, I probably won't get any sleep because I'm going to drive straight from here to the airport to fly down to Texas.
Oh yeah, that was the week I skipped Jamestown, NOSA.
Yeah. I mean, so you had a lot going on in your plate this year. Is your schedule this year going to be? I mean, you and I have talked a little bit. It's not. You don't know 100% what's going on this year yet, but are you thinking how many shows you got this year?
So last year ended up being 90.
90.
When I was on the show before shows. Bristol last year, I was like, it might be around 80. It was like 87, 88, 89.
Yeah.
So this year, probably similar. Maybe a few more even. So
when we, you talk about your shows and stuff and what you're involved with, obviously NLRA, you're part of that. NOSA, you're with them as well. You and Amanda do a great job with that. You help out with the Renegades. You kind of fell into that a little bit as you just kind of, I think you
adopted.
Yeah. You kind of just started taking pictures and kind of took over little things, and all of a sudden you're part of the family, which is what we all happen here, especially with the dirt track racing world. That's no doubt about that. But when you look at your season as a whole, what was your favorite like part you would look at and go like, wow, this is why I do this?
Oof, man, that's a question.
You didn't think I was coming at that, did you?
Oof.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting a good
You thought
question.
it was
I
gonna
was
be
like, oh, John can't be here. I'm like,
Oh.
no good questions today. I
No
guess.
good questions today. It's just chat. We're just gonna talk about stuff. But hey,
We might not even talk about racing.
hold on. That one came out. There it is.
Okay. Okay.
Right there.
Was that on screen?
That was
I
on
hope not.
screen.
Did you throw a duker at me? Is that what that was?
A little bit.
Okay.
Answer the question.
Okay. I'm stalling for time, as you can see.
Because you don't know how to answer.
You know, I guess selfishly for me, I guess, now that I think about it, that Houston I-90 Jackson run was really special for us, the NOSA side. You know, getting to go to places that, you know, were kind of a racecation when I was growing up or whatever. So then being a board member and getting to do that kind of thing was really nice. When I got to Jackson there last year, I thought I was going to be shooting in the infield with Mike taking pictures and Todd and Amanda are talking with Doug Johnson or whatever. It's like, you got a guy that can be on the radio kind of thing? So I walk up and it's like, hey, guess what you're doing tonight? And I was like, okay. And it was like, the lady dog, as Greg says, is going to be on the receiver at Jackson Motorplex.
Yeah.
For both 410 and 305.
Wasn't that pretty cool?
It was really neat. It was really neat.
I think if you've ever heard on Darn TV or something, when we were on a Devil's Lake Speedway, I kind of put the microphone over to you. It's so fluent. It's so simple when you say it. It's just so easy. And then you look at the racetrack and they know and they're lining up and it's just one time I think we did it less than a minute. We had everybody back running again. I mean, that's pretty phenomenal. So you do a great job with that. You didn't think I was going to give you a compliment either, did you? Today?
No.
Yeah,
We're the groundbreaking territory.
This is like
good questions and
good questions and compliments
with
going
Chad
on.
Hoff.
Weird. This is not right.
This is the series finale.
Is there
ladies and gentlemen.
is there any broomsticks around here? Keep those away from Steven.
I was hoping he was going to give you the stick because he was in the stick position.
Was he?
That's where Katie would stand.
Yeah, and poke me.
Yeah.
See, they haven't done that in a
You
long.
warmed up for the year. I mean, you know, it is. Would we call it spring training?
Yeah, well, I think you know, baseball's starting their season. I think it's my turn to start, you know, getting lubed up. Oh, that was bad. We shouldn't have said that there, Steven.
Wah.
Yeah. Let's look at some
second one from the top on the
second
right.
one from the top on the right. Okay, I'm gonna look at some comments because it's kind of funny. Everybody's chiming in here. Mason says there's not really an off season for you camera folk. He's been in Iowa. He's been going pretty good too.
Yeah, it was neat. He got to go to. He went all the way to Boone. That was pretty neat. So, yeah. Usually, I don't know if he got to go to Humboldt this year. That's usually his opener, but he gets around pretty good too. I love what he does. He'll go to, even if like a man down, like one of his mainstays is running on a Friday. It's like, oh, I'll go to Montevideo tonight because they got a, you know, whatever. I've never been there. So
well, and he's also he's dabbled on the announcer side of things too, and filled in with that. There's some color commentary over there, which I'd love to hear him do that. It's always interesting to have people do that and stuff, and see what it's like for us, I guess you would say, to make sure we can fill in some voids, especially nowadays. People always ask me. I had one question last time: why do announcers talk when the cars are going? Well, when the cars are going doesn't mean the camera stops, because nowadays we have people that videotape it and we're over the internet. And so we got to keep on talking. So it's pretty cool for Mason to do that.
Well, it's so weird these days to have a race that isn't streamed.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just like someone promotes their event and it's like, hey, can I watch this anywhere? And it'll be the odd one that doesn't. And it's like, wow, no one picked that up. You know, like it's odd these days, you know.
Well, and even the smaller tracks, the McLean County Speedways out in Underwood, they even get streamed on stuff, I believe, with Darn TV. So, yeah, they're working on some stuff there too. Samantha Amdahl's watching. Hey, Samantha.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. Yeah, she's asking about cutting his hair. What's your deal with your hair?
That's another one. Now that I got Jack off my back, if Zach wins,
I wouldn't say that. That was kind of weird how you just said that. That's, I mean, Lube and Jack. Never mind. Anyway, go ahead.
Wow. I didn't even, I would have just gone, would have just, anyway, no.
Robin asked if we needed a chaperone, so I was just wondering.
Well, good thing she's next door, just in case. Let's keep her handy.
Let's keep her handy. Anyway.
So after I stole Jack's wing panel that I still have that I need to give back, I got him off my back, but now, I guess if Zach wins, so
why? No, we've seen pictures of you with a haircut and slimmed up with the, you know, that nice, not as bald as me, obviously, but like the John Roberts haircut. What made you decide to grow it out and kind of, AKA, be known as the Jesus in the dirt track racing
It
world?
just kind of happened. I just, more or less, I just not much of a fan of going to get them, and
Yeah,
getting over a cold. Sorry, but
you're good.
I just don't like haircuts and razors. So
You don't like haircuts and razors?
It's pretty just as simple as that. So. Plus now, with the nicknames or whatever, you can go along with the gimmick too, I guess.
Well, you got to do something.
So, not bad.
Oh, what
not
is
bad
it
being
for?
known for something. What's going
Producer Paul's here.
Well, I didn't have anything to say. I was just sitting down.
Oh, you're just sitting down?
Yeah.
You just want to listen? Yeah. Your camera's not even on, I don't think, is it? Yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at that.
There he is.
on? Oh, you're doing the camera switches, eh?
There I am.
Yo, Chad is doing the camera switches. Check this out.
dear.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, everybody's got on camera.
Okay,
There's Paul.
Okay, don't go
the way, I look all
WWE on
red.
us here.
Yeah. What are you, flushed?
Apparently.
Apparently? That's all right. Everybody looks good on this thing. I mean, that's the best part about it.
Well, anyone looks good with the WWE quick camera switches, so.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah. Oh, my! Sorry. We got to get back to dirt track.
That's why he's really here, because you refuse to play the wah, wah, wah for yourself.
Well, there's
asked
some
it to.
there's some stuff that I could play on there for myself, but Paul just reaches over and just pushes it.
Okay,
He does it for us. No worries. It's okay. It's all good stuff. We're having fun. Oh, wait. Hold on. Amanda Joe. My best friend's on GFBS today.
Oh, thanks, Amanda. Yeah.
Paul's super excited that you said that.
I thought you were going to be the one to do that one, but nice slider there.
Yeah. He beat me to it.
Yeah.
He beat
Well,
me
I
to
mean,
it.
well,
Yeah. Well,
yeah, it's not. You don't necessarily have to be quick for that one.
it happens. Yeah.
Yep.
Who else is commenting on here? Oh, Paula Cunningham. Hi, Paula. There's a reflection from Chad's head today. Okay, that's cool. Thanks, Paula.
Well, I did beat you here. We might have, hit you with the makeup pancake just in case.
Yeah. It's just
The lights get to be pretty hot. You get to,
I get a sunburn from the lights sometimes. That's why that one over there where I usually sit kind of guarded a little bit. Paul's got me taken care of there. You know, you got me safe, Paul.
You have to be external. There's nothing on the inside that's, doing any of that. So.
Well, I just wonder if I'm blinding passersby with my 5-head with this thing
With that-
bouncing off
right?
of it.
Nah, I see you're flushed today, so it's not as vibrant as I would say, right? No,
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Big words.
Sure. We're using big words today.
Okay.
We've grown up here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Be careful on the big words. I see the jar right there. So.
Well, the jar's here. Steven said he got to, everybody's asking why Steven's up so early here. He actually did go to sleep, but he went to bed at 5 this morning, so he got a little nap in. But you got to understand why he's up late. He's got a lot of stuff to do. We also said he's a businessman in dirt track racing. Mason, don't get me wrong, you're busy too. But you also edit photos. You also take photos at race car track. I mean, talk about what got you into taking the photo side of things, Steven?
Mike was gonna miss a night. The NOSA race at Devil's Lake that ultimately ended up not happening. It was 2016. It was the July one. So yeah, I was just like, hey, why don't you? I'm gonna be there anyway. Why don't you just, if you have, anything spare lying around, then just go ahead and take it and whatever. And it's just that's kind of been the case ever since. Whenever he can't go, I've got my own kit now.
Right.
So that happens there, and then I repay him by tagging the stuff.
Which is what you spent most of your night
I spent
doing.
my night doing. I didn't have to stay up till 5 to do it, but I got to listening to this show because I was going to be on it, and it just kind of got to be a thing. I missed a couple episodes, so I went back and listened to them and whatever.
You made sure you told
you
me.
You look up and you're like, oh, I should probably go to bed so I don't look like a zombie on this thing. But
So what you're saying is this is addicting to you.
not anymore if John doesn't come back. But yeah,
Amanda Joe's wondering if this is comedy hour.
maybe
We're gonna say comedy. We're gonna say comedy something.
looks aren't everything. So
We're gonna take Wow. We're going to take a little break here with Steven. He's going to rest his voice for a minute. We're going to talk about Red at the Ralph, the Minnesota GOP Candidates Forum. Red at the Ralph is 2022 is coming to the Thief River Falls Thursday, April 21st. Here, Senator Michelle Benson, Senator Paul Gazalaka or something. That sounds good. Dr. Scott Jensen, Mayor Mike Murphy, Kendall Qualls, Dr. Neil Shaw, and Rick. Join us for a night of food and friendships. Oh, that's all right. Yeah. Cool. Politicians being friends. That's good. As we talk about the issues that matter to most Northwest Minnesotans. All right. Costs $50 for a single meal ticket, $90 for a couple. To find out more, go online at PenningtonCountyRepublicans.square.site or email PenningtonGOP@gmail or .com. Jimmy Christmas. Is this John's handwriting?
Yes.
Is that why I'm not reading it very well, John's handwriting?
Well, you don't read lineups very well at Devils either. We usually
I do
have
too.
to take 10 minutes. Like, is this Smith or Smythe?
Oh, call 320-455-1778.
Sorry, I didn't know
Red.
I believe that's the.
Red at the Ralph.
I would have held that off. I didn't realize you weren't done.
I actually, I like that. I was just digging that background that you had behind you there. Go back to your camera.
That's a good one.
It looks like we're in the press box here. Or something.
We actually are in the press box of that shot. No, we're in exit corner number 4, front of the straightaway there.
Yeah, it's one of the suites.
That's one of the suites there. You can get a suite at River City Speedway. I'm not sure what the cost is this year. Last year was $100. I'm assuming I can't assume anything this year what it's going to be, but it's so cool to go see those. It's a different aspect. You've been in one.
Oh yeah,
you were in one. How'd you like it?
Oh, I like it. It's not quite as noisy in there either.
Right. But you get to hear John talk, and I mean, you got a speaker there, so it works out pretty good.
Yeah, you can put you got your cooler in there and everything. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, and they bring food up to you too, and it's pretty cool stuff. So River City Speedway once again.
Yeah, it looks like we're
a major sponsor.
Looks like we're sitting at the track right now with them.
All right.
It's pretty cool.
I'll sit and relax there. I can't wait for those days to happen. What else we got here? Hold on. This trio is exactly what my day needed. Thank you, gentlemen. Amanda Joe, of course.
Nice.
Yeah, we're trying to do the best we can for everybody to make everybody laugh. They got the best 2 people on here, I think, for that.
Well, you can stop with the camera switches then. Just leave it on you. We're good.
I'm gonna leave it on you now for a while. Is what I should do.
Okay.
Yeah, just breathe in and out. Steven says, or Mason Aaron says,
what did I say?
Steven takes the cake on being the busiest hands down. We talk about this with everybody else. We mentioned it to you too last year, but now you have another season under your books. What does it mean to you when you have people look at you and be like, thank you for what you do, and you do so much, and you do a lot. I mean, here's a compliment coming out again. I don't mean for it to come out this way, but you are probably the coolest guy out there that does if you look at Devils, he does scoring, My Race Pass, laps, and then also you got your headset on, getting the guys lined up. How cool is it to see when people come out and recognize you for stuff like that?
Well, in a season like last year, it kind of helped keep me going too. There were a lot of nights where you could have gone without giving your A game.
Right.
Just being tired or whatever. But it certainly goes a long way. Hearing it, it was it's nice to hear it at home here, and it was nice to hear it from some pretty high ups at Bristol last week too. So I think we had I think he's the VP or something like that, or ever standing behind me. He was like, "How you do that?" And I was like, "Wow."
Yeah.
So I mean, moments like that, it's really good. It's good to hear.
Well, it's needed to say too, because it's kind of almost a thankfulest thing that you do, because nobody understands how much actual work goes into that, and what happens if that computer go down. What happens if somebody doesn't have a transponder? You and Amanda do that as well. Counting cars. I mean, it's just so much stuff goes into that.
I definitely hear more appreciation than I get chewed out, which is nice.
Is nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're going to have a little bit of the other one every now and then. But, so...
It's kind of the title there, too.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that's kind of what happens sometimes. You take the good with the bad.
It comes with it. It's just
I think the pros are definitely outweigh the cons of what you do.
Yeah, like I said. Yep, for sure.
So that's got to be pretty cool to know. And then also to know that, if something's broken, just get hold of Steve and he'll fix it. People on the phone all the time, and you're scoring in Jamestown and also trying to get trying to get the scoring set up in Devil's Lake just because I've been there and see the computer crash and then need help get that set up again. So
Yeah, there were a couple of times I did a NOSA lineup from Texas last year. So
yeah,
so
pretty cool when you walk into a dirt track race and everybody knows who you are. That's the one of the highest forms of flattery I'd say we can get as ourselves. We're not the local celebrities by no means, but it's pretty cool to be noticed by the big times, the drivers that we deal with every week.
Right.
Yeah, I can get that. Paul, you're there too sometimes. So
I usually get noticed by the officers working.
do you?
Yeah.
And make sure that, hey, keep her down tonight, okay? Yeah. Keep her down.
When did you get out?
Yeah. Why did we let you go? What the heck? Jeez. All right, let's keep it a 5-drink minimum today. 5-drink minimum for you. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Paul's like, shit, I'm on 6. Oh, there I did it again.
We were talking about this before the show even started. I watched 2 episodes I missed. You weren't on one of them. Probably more editions. And then the one you were on, you had 2-minute drive. 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
Same word you just,
Well, my aunt always told me.
What does it say on there?
What?
How much is that?
That's $1.
Okay.
No, that's 10 cents according to Katie, which she's really been lenient on me lately.
Okay.
But with
She doesn't know about inflation.
yeah,
I was just about
with
to say,
with
I
the new
think.
inflation, I'm pretty sure those prices don't reflect that. So
Yeah.
that'd probably be $1 by now, the way inflation goes. What do you think, Paul? You pretty close?
Yeah, maybe 20.
Well,
Maybe
tax,
maybe 20.
well, tax day's Monday, right? So
Yeah.
you probably
No,
go ahead
tax
and throw
day's tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow the 15th.
Tomorrow's
I thought
the
it was the
15th.
weekend. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. But anyway, like I was saying, my aunt, my godmother, always told me that's not a dirty word because everybody does it. Does that what does that say to you? Don't tell my godmother that. She could be watching. Probably not. She's probably working, We're taking a little break here. Talk about one of our other sponsors that we do a lot with and we appreciate very much, Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Life does not ever seem to slow down. Everything needs to be done right now. When it comes time for an oil change, stop into Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Most oil changes are done within 15 minutes, which is very cool. Valvoline Instant Oil Change does more too. Transmission, coolant flushes, tire rotations, batteries. Also included your oil change on top of all your fluids. Check your tires, battery lights, wipers, and cabin air filter. You'll get discounts for fleets, the military too. They can text and email invoices and coupons. And mention GFBS and get $10 off your next oil change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is open Monday through Saturday with no appointment needed. Pickup and delivery is available, which is awesome this time of day and age here. Come on to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Complete oil change and more, 3325 South 38th Street, or call 701-780-8462 and tell them that GFBS sent you. I think they'll be more shocked if you tell them that Chad Hoff sent you. That'll be pretty interesting. Yeah, just throwing that out there. GFBS is one. They're a very, very good sponsor for us. So make sure to mention that. Get $10 off. Any discount you get nowadays is huge, especially the way everything's going. Talk about now. We look at race season 2022. You've already started. You have NLRA, NOSA. You got big schedules in NOSA again. Are you concerned as a board member, as somebody with NOSA, as the gas prices and tires?
yeah, I think just in general, it's there's a lot of talk about tire shortages and gas prices are up and whatever. And yeah, I think across the board, I don't think it's just a one series issue. I think it's going to be. We'll probably see it play out more before it gets better.
Right.
Kind of thing. But I don't know, things weren't too good in 07, 08 either, and we got past it too. So, most guys find a way. They might not be able to find a way as many times, maybe as they did a season before. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't really know anything about the tire deal. I just keep hearing about it.
Yeah, tire deals.
Whatever,
That's a touchy subject. There's nothing out there. That's the problem. It's not. We can't blame COVID. It's not COVID.
Tire shortage in racing. Are you guys street tire? Same deal?
Oh
or?
gosh, yes. Egg tires wise, you could. If I order tires right now for a farmer, I'm not going to see them until September. Well, that takes care of the whole season for them. So it's awful. right now. I saw Dustin Strand had American Racing tires on at the Home Economy Egg Show, which was amazing, by the way. The Home Economy, not Egg Show. Sorry, we were just talking egg
Gotta
tires.
do this for Megan the Brick.
Yeah. I mean, so it's tough. Hopefully we'll see what happens there. But I think it's got to get better, and it will. We just got to be patient. I know it's tough to be patient sometimes. But the hardest part about the racing side of things, I would say, is that there's only one tire you can get. And if you can't get that, I think Wayzota's got to look at something. I think they should look at something to change it up a little bit.
You mentioned that. If you saw American Racers on a Wayzota or Wayzota Modified,
Yep.
is there something I haven't seen?
No, there's nothing yet. I talked to Dustin. The only reason why he has those on there is because he can't get Hoosiers. But he had to get his car to Home Economy.
Okay.
So he had a set of those sitting there. He's going to pull them on.
You said that just now. I was like, what did I miss?
Nothing. I think that's a question for, I don't know if the NLRA says anything about that yet. I'm not sure how the tires are for late models yet.
Yeah, no idea.
I know it's going to be it's going to be a difficult year, I think, just for the tire aspect of things.
Yeah, it wasn't great last year either.
No. I think people need to prepare for it and understand that, maybe saving your tires for heat race isn't a big deal to get that feature.
Yeah, there's definitely not as much changing going on.
Right. Yeah, let's be cognizant of what we're going to do here and make sure I have the right plan in place. When you look at, it's fun, you see Facebook come up and then all these kids, my cousins did it, I wasn't there, did reenactment photos. Reenactment photos are a thing. Paul, I don't know if we can put that up there yet, but
I walked into it.
We have a reenactment photo of you. Let's see how do I put that on the screen? Do I put that different here? Oh, hold on. Paul's doing it. Oh, that's me again. Hey, good to see you guys. Glad you're tuning in. That's editor. I think this is all of our first time. I'm pretty sure. Uh-oh. What are we doing? He clicked the wrong button. But, Steven, when you look at reenactments and stuff, I think we'll get this picture up. It's sitting there on the screen at the desktop, I see. But you and Wade Nygaard have a pretty cool relationship. I like how the pictures you get of him flipping you off is always a fun joy. That just makes me laugh, and it makes you laugh,
done
too.
It in a while, but
yeah. Well, he don't look far. When he gets on the racetrack now, he's pretty much straightforward. Usually you'll get him doing every now and then, but
I was pretty new to taking pictures of those guys, so I think that's why.
Yeah.
Just that one time, but yeah.
But I think that was a pretty iconic photo that you got, crystal clear, by the way. Kevin Papafus here, while we're waiting for Paul, just said, I just read yesterday that people that swear are the funniest to hang out with.
And
Steven swears too. He's just being really good today.
No offense there, Kevin, but there's also the exception to the rule. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry. Not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Oh, here we go. Do we got something here? Oh, wait.
I saw it for a second there.
Almost
There
there.
we go.
Can they see that on there? Oh, this is so cool that you did this. How old are you in the first picture?
So one on the left, that's 96.
96.
Wade was new to the 9 car. And so yeah, 96 or 97, around 9 years old. So last year, I think he actually brought it up first. He's like, we need to reenact that or whatever. It's funny, I didn't think of it first.
So what are you hanging on to there?
I had to climb up on the right rear and then climb up onto him. So I'm actually hanging onto the wing because
That is...
let's just say I'm tipping the scales a little bit.
Yeah.
Heavier than I
Wade's
used to,
having a tough
so-
time holding because he's laughing so hard his face is red.
Yeah, he wasn't 100% for a couple weeks after that. So.
Was there a weight limit that was reached?
I think so.
A weight
I think
limit that
so.
was reached?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's funny. I'm looking down to see if we have any more else. Steven Ader, he can't wait to see you guys and be there. He's coming on the show too, I think, next week.
I was just about to ask because the 2 episodes I watched, it seems like this has been in the works for a
Yeah.
while to get him and Mike here.
We're gonna have him and Mike come up. I think next week they're gonna be on the show. So it'll be fun to see those guys. And I can work on chewing you out more. Amanda says.
Ooh, which one?
Amanda Joe.
No, which one of us?
Hey, oh, Amanda. Which we talk. Oh, that could be. No, I don't. I'm always on the good side.
And she's going to reply, yes.
To both. Yeah, we'll do that to both of you. We're gonna chew you both out at the same time. You hear nobody's
Chew you
safe.
out. Who?
Yeah,
Yes.
who? Yes, those guys. Yep.
Yes.
Got it. Right. Also, let's see. John has some stuff on here he wanted me to ask you about. Make sure to mention how bad the Canadian NHL teams are. Yeah. How's that sit with you? Especially today wearing that sweatshirt.
Not 100% wrong. This one's doing all right, but
That group there, the Flames are doing good.
not always right, not always wrong.
That's right.
Yeah. These guys will clinch tonight with a win, so that'll be good. And Leafs are in. Edmonton, if they can, stop the puck, they could probably get in. And Vancouver and Winnipeg are kind of on the edge and still in the fight, but. Yeah, it's been a fun year. The best thing about it is last year was so awful. They were all playing each other. They were in the same division. So last year is just I watched it, but there's no getting into it. There's no fans.
There's no
they're always
fans.
playing each other. It's like
It's like they're doing a round robin tournament every week. Oh, here we're gonna play Vancouver, and then we're gonna, it didn't make sense to me. But this year's nice. We got fans. We got a crowd, which is always nice to have a crowd.
old rivalries returning.
All rivalries returning. Amanda says yes and yes. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, well, so we called it at least.
We
so.
knew that was coming. Yeah, we knew that was coming.
Once we got our, brains, the last, 2 brain cells in each of our heads to start a fire. Then,
Yeah, and then she's like, okay, it's time.
Yeah.
It's time. Makara says, hi, Jesus.
Oh, hey, Mick.
So I saw you were wearing her sweatshirt down in Bristol again this year.
I did.
That's pretty cool to support that and stuff. You can't miss you in that sweatshirt. That is a beautiful, bright, perfect for taking pictures in the infield.
Yeah, I wore it. I wore it to the sites on purpose, just in case I get myself into trouble.
Right. No.
It literally though, so if I'm not, when the weather's nice, I got Minosa stuff that's orange or neon, whatever.
Yes.
But back when I started, I think more tracks should do it, but high vis, construction they wear or whatever.
I was looking for that too.
Mike and I can't seem to keep one. I'll use his one night and then it'll get lost, and he'll use mine and it'll get lost, and buy another one and then that one will get lost. So it's easier to just wear bright colors, I guess. So
Okay, well then this year I'll bring you a Northwest Tire high vis vest.
well, we got to get that logo on someone worth having it on. I gave you a break during your promo at the beginning of the show.
Did you?
We need new employees. I wonder if it has something to do with the guy that runs the place.
I am a gentleman and a scholar to work for.
Scholar.
Yeah. I don't ask for much. I really don't. That's why it's tough to be a boss, I guess you would say, just because you try to be as gentle as you can. Now, this day and age of being a manager is way different. It's kind of like being at the racetrack. You got to manage 17 different personalities. It's not all one's the same. And I always tell them, I'm not a butthead to work for. I just have expectations. And if you can do those, not exceed them, I'm not, nobody out there's perfect, right? For employees. We just want somebody that's going to do the job and be there.
I can feel that. No one's perfect in looking after 17 individuals in the department. So.
Well, and how many do you have? You have, NOSA has how many members that you got to look over because you're part of that board?
I mean, it depends on the night and where we're at and what I'm doing. But, 20-ish,
20-ish.
So depending on where we are, 16, 22,
Do you have a golf cart or something to get you back and forth? Because each trailer you got to go visit. You're walking up and down, it seems like consistently.
Not usually. We don't usually have anywhere around here that's too inaccessible, except it's nice to have a Mandan. Because Mandan's pretty
huge.
far away.
Yeah.
But usually wherever we go, we don't have... I mean, we still have ground to cover, but it's not like, half mile.
Did you see they got me? I got a minivan.
Oh. That didn't work well getting into Mike's to go to Devil's that one time. Didn't even break the running board or something?
No, hey, now that was totally different.
No, you're an all-star.
Hey,
Sorry. Oh.
you're a rock star. Get your game on.
And we lost all our viewers.
Yeah, everybody. Wait, where are we at right now? We're up to 36. We're doing great right now for live.
Yeah, and then we started singing.
And then we started singing. Amanda says, Peverly and Hockey Friday. Just saying. I don't know.
Show me.
Up
I don't
there.
have my phone on. Oh, that's right. I was going to compliment you guys for that.
Yeah. This is hi, Steven. Who's ready for racing? Billy. I think all of us are ready for that. Bill also said it's in your dad's new wingless sprint car chassis and sheet metal.
Okay, that's news to me.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Dave.
Yeah, hi, Dave. See, now look at him
Oh,
read.
how did Thanks for Waving all start? You guys started that. The Renegades started that.
Renegade started that.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
How do those things come about? And you,
It was Zach Holstrom. So,
yeah.
he did it first, and then Miles, like, I want one, and then they all started doing it. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
That seemed to be the thing they used to do. And then I love what you did with them, the three
Well,
wide
they
salute.
kind of solidified it. There were guys that done it before that, but
Yes.
that's when it really
Well,
the hashtag took off. But
Once you have the whole class do it, that's a whole different ball game when everybody buys into something, you know. And then it's a trend, and then that's when you came up with the hashtag, which you're very smart at doing that. Came up with that. There's another compliment. We should keep a scoreboard for compliments.
hat trick?
Is that I got a hat trick for
The
compliments?
third one.
What is wrong with me? Oh my! I got it.
I wish you were wearing a hat to throw. Then I want you to put it back on so the glare wasn't going on. No, we already did the glare.
We already did
joke.
the.
That's low.
Okay.
low.
That's a -1 for doing
Yeah,
the
that's
same
-1.
joke. Yeah. You need to think about something different there.
the three wide with the Renegade. That was their deal.
That three wide is amazing. I love looking at that. I think. Have you ever been down? I think you did once last year. There's a good picture question. Have you been down in the front straightaway when cars split you? Have you done that yet?
No. And to be honest, that's not my thing. Mostly because I have to. There's two reasons. One, most of the time I have to run back upstairs and direct the race. Usually.
Yeah, and I watched that. Yep.
Number two.
I worry about you
is-
pulling a muscle.
We've talked about this. I can shoot all right, except for the four wide.
What is wrong with that? You've never can get the four wide just right. And you even changed up your position where you're at River Cities because I'm down there with you, and you're like, I'm never going to get this.
I mean, I must have. I wore Mike out last year, just like I cannot get this shot. Why?
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, just do one. Okay, do one without a flash. Leave the long lens on. I tried all of them. I'm like, I'm just never gonna get this shot.
Yeah.
And I got one at the end of the year, but it was just like,
I think it was the sights, wasn't it?
yeah,
The sights.
yeah. But it
'Cause-
was just like,
I think you and I both had a high five.
yeah,
Yeah,
It
we
was-
don't get along at all. Just so everybody knows, everybody understands that. Stephen and I don't get along at all at the racetrack.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're not friends there at all. We don't like each other at all. We don't even like to be around each other over there. Makara says, and the Mick pics are nice, so that's cool.
There's another good hashtag.
Do so. He texted me. I didn't get to read it, but he put here. Tell Steven I need some picture advice.
Yeah, I think I just gave it to him. To be quite honest.
Here.
Yeah, yep. A little slow that time.
Well, I'm sorry. I got to read these things.
It's my favorite NOSA track.
Hold on.
Oh,
Sorry. There's another one I
got
found.
in the middle of reading.
What? Yeah, Samantha. That's a great question. What is your favorite NOSA track?
Well, we don't have a bad one. I mean, you got to start there. But mine, just to be, personally for me, is
I was
Houston's.
gonna say right. I was gonna say right there. I think Houston's is probably the best one you have because that's all you talked about. How iconic was for you this year to go back there, or last year to go back to Houston's? How cool was that for you?
Double my total times like ever being there. I got to go there 8 times.
Right.
So that was good.
That was good.
So yeah,
Nobody left you last year at a track. Left you behind.
that hasn't happened in 3 years now. So that's probably why I've been a little bit slow on getting that wing panel back. So
I'd keep that wing panel then if I was you.
yeah, we were one of the. I'll tell the story quick. So we're one of the last. Mike, and I are one of the last ones getting out of there. I think it was the Memorial Day shows. I think. Or maybe it was May. It was May. It was one of the 3 May shows.
Was it the 3 May show or was it the Governor's Cup?
Oh, it was the night. It was May 16th. Oh,
Okay.
I'm telling a different story.
Okay.
How I stole the wing panel.
Oh, here's the difference. Go for it.
Yeah, I've told that other story before, but it has the subject is the same. Jack Croker. So, so he said QuickTime.
Yep.
down there, which was awesome. He was having an awesome night, and so he ended up. I think turn 2, he just kind of got someone's right rear and up into the fence and whatever, and so usually one of the last ones out will take the victory lane photos and whatever. Everyone else is gone, and Mike's like, "Hey, take that home with you." It was Jack's left side wingboard. I was like, "Oh, okay." It's a 5-hour drive, so I had a lot of time to think about it. I was like, my hair's not on the line anymore. So I got up the next day and I made one of those, you know how the ransom note goes with the clipped out letters in the newspaper?
From the magazines and stuff, yeah.
Call off the bet or this gets recycled, and I put a picture of it. Then I started taking it around town to all the sponsors, and then came up with the idea to...
You and your sister took it around, drove it around, and you guys are taking pictures with it. I saw it at Hugo's, and it's a big thing on Facebook. That was another brilliant idea. That's that's 4.
And then... Wow. No, but so like, and then Jack and Craig put a lot of work into it too. It ended up, I think they ended up getting $1,000. I apologize, I don't remember the charity, but it turned into a good deal. Oh, it was
Make a Wish in North Dakota.
Yep.
That was an awesome deal.
Yeah, so they gave the clean side of that wing, I think, for that. So that was pretty fun.
That's an announcer's nightmare sometimes, because you never want I always got told. This is years of doing it. Never want to let a racer take the microphone. At some points, you just don't have no option.
Especially that one.
Well, I know.
I really don't know.
I messed up. I apologized, and he just took the microphone. I'm like, oh gosh, please be PG. Please be PG. Please be PG. It's just the only thing I was thinking the whole time, because you know how Jack can get animated sometimes, and just keep it cool.
I'm totally unaware of that.
It's it's hilarious now. When Jade and I talk down at Victory Lane, he was down there quite a bit the past couple of years. I always tell him, keep it G-rated now. You got to do that now.
That's a tall order.
That's a tall order.
But that speaks. He's natural though. Like
100% he is.
You don't get fake from him, because half of the time I'll have the camera on my phone on him. Where tonight's Buffalo Wild Wings no Springer feature.
Yep.
Jade Hastings.
Yep.
And you get to the end of it, and it's like, oh, I got to lop 15 seconds to the end of it off now.
Yeah. I got to do a lot of editing here.
Yeah.
We're gonna take that, but Jade that's Jade. You're not going to change that guy, and I don't want to change him, because that's authentic, and that's what racing needs sometimes, is somebody to just be that
nice
way.
From our guys, So when you think of it that way,
yeah,
so that's good.
I think when you talk, now let's talk NOSA here for a second, because we got time. You got guys that compete at the highest level, not just with NOSA, but then we go to then we take Buffalo Wild Wings, NOSA sprint cars, then you take up a notch with the Outlaws. How do you feel the nights that Outlaws come here and your guys run up there with the big dogs? How cool is that?
It's always nice to see our guys do well with them. We've got guys that are capable of it, Jade and Austin and Mark and them, and going back, Chris Sherrick could do it, and Wade,
yes.
still can, and it's just nice. It's a nice measuring stick for them. I was able to do that too. Back in the day, I got to score with them, and
right.
So I was, I think all of us look at that as measuring up kind of thing. I do it with the photography now too. Can I keep up with these guys kind of thing? And
yeah.
I think that's true of all of us. It's a good benchmark for everyone.
I think at the end of the day, we want to, our best competition is ourselves. And we want to see what we stack up against there. True. And NLRA does the same thing with the Outlaw late models that come here too. I mean, it's awesome.
Last year, Joey was 7th and Brad was 8th.
Well, and Dustin Strand
almost beat him.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you have those guys, and it's not, those guys go to every track and they're competitive. Our guys, but it just seems like they step it up a notch when they know that the big dogs are here in town. And not saying our guys aren't big dogs, because
I forget how far Ricky Weiss has gone.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Who started here?
I had him set 2 quick times at Bristol.
Really?
Led a ton of laps. He was
all
really
on
good
XR.
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty cool. And he's our hometown guy. I call him hometown. I know he's from Canada and all that, but this is where he was racing more of. And the battles between him and Dustin Strand, I watched one at Devil's Lake when I first started announcing over in this area. They both put on a show, but it's pretty cool for our region to have the people that we have racing with us.
Right. And, it was neat to see it down at Bristol, too. It wasn't just Ricky. Like, it seemed like every class had someone noticeable. We had Zach Johnson in open mod.
Yeah.
He was good. Justin Vogel brought his Wayzata Street
That
stock
was so cool to see that.
ran with those guys and ran really well.
Yep.
Rip in the top. This looked really good. And, it was Gronwald won it.
Yeah.
Gronwald won, B mod. So, familiar faces in a different place like that. It's nice to see that kind of thing.
So when obviously you and I have talked a little bit before the show. We met each other outside. You don't have a set schedule yet. You're not sure where you're going to be. Shows are going to be lining up around 90 plus. I'm going to say 90 plus. You say 90. I'm going to say 90 plus. You planned for 80 last year, and you went over 90. So I'm going to say you're going to hit over 100. Is my thinking for you. Does that scare you anyway when you look at your schedule?
It just looking how last year went. I gotta make sure I pace myself.
Yes.
Because burnout is real. So yeah, just trying to get that odd break in there whenever you can find it.
Right.
And this year, the stuff that I do have on my spreadsheet, it looks like it's either close or relatively close, and and then not only that, just like really like new fun stuff too. So like Charlotte Motor Speedway, the Colossal 100, and then you got Belleville, Kansas.
Yep.
Super late models. That's going to be awesome. Just a lot of neat stuff like that, and but yeah, just pacing yourself is key.
When you and
So
I
you're
want
not wearing anyone out, because I wore out plenty of people last year. So.
and a vehicle.
Yeah. We didn't talk about that yet,
Yeah.
did we?
And the vehicle.
Which I drove here today, but
Did you? I mean, so that was burning up in Devil's Lake. I think I was gone that weekend.
yeah, I don't think,
But
no, you were there,
was I there?
I think.
I rode with Mike and Danny,
Yeah,
so we leave right
a
away and
NOSA
stuff.
show,
But it was a NOSA
so-
show. I was probably there for NOSA shows.
yeah. But,
yeah.
so are we going to tell it, or
I think you need to tell the
do
story.
a quick overview?
Let's do an overview of how Steven's car burnt up at a racetrack.
So,
and go.
And this ultimately, and it wasn't, when something like that happens, it kind of just, that was, there went the rest of the summer, right? So I was sitting in the bar there, and,
While you were in the bar?
yeah,
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah, I have to drive an hour, so I'm not like drinking in the bar.
No,
right?
I know
So-
that.
But, yeah. So, anyway, so I'm sitting in there. It's around, quarter to midnight or whatever. And it's like I'm gearing up to go and whatever. And Wade and his guys, go to leave. Oh, see you later kind of thing. They come back in and they go, someone's car's on fire. And I went, they didn't say whose, but I was like, yeah, that'll be me.
Well, the last thought would have been you, right? You're just you're doing your normal.
No, I knew it.
Oh, you knew it. Oh,
Well, not only just because the dome light was flickering when I went driving up there or whatever, and
Yeah.
there was a weird smell earlier on the day, and it was just like, but I wasn't thinking that at the time. I was just like, yeah, that's got to be me.
oh
I mean,
gosh.
so I jogged to the door, and smoke's billowing out of it, and I was like, hey, gotta get Mike's camera out of there. So I run in there, run in the back seat, and someone was like almost gonna pull me back. I went, no, you're not.
Yeah.
So I got my I got the important stuff.
There goes
out
our chaperones. Oh, your fans.
So yeah, I got the important stuff out of there, and then from then on, it's just like, oh, there's nothing I can do about it now.
Right.
But I had a team of people put it out and whatever, and Nolan and Heather and Corey Palm, Jeff Vanosic, Wade, Derek Meltzer. I'm trying to get everyone in there because that's important.
That's
I had a
huge.
lot of help. Steve Josie, Eric Josie. If I'm forgetting you, I apologize. But yeah, so that happened. So Honesty and Becky from the bar give me a ride home. Get up in the morning and regroup. Long story short. So I've got NLRA at Glendon
At
the
Glendon.
next night, right? So I get a ride to Fargo, do that one, and then stay over with Mike and Adrian because then it's the drive for the first 2 Texas
Right.
races.
Yeah, you got a ride to the airport.
No, we drove.
No, you drove.
We drove. We took off Monday morning. We drove it.
Oh.
Did Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Did
That's
the
right.
NOSA lineups Friday from Texas. Got up early Saturday morning. Flew home. Devils again. So that's kind of where that all started. But yeah, I had to borrow cars the rest of the summer, and
But
yeah,
now,
it was just not a good way to start.
well, not a good way to start. But when you look at the support,
Before we move on, then Nolan put a new wire in the roof and drove it home. So can't thank them too enough
Yeah.
for it.
so there it goes back. You and I would never know. You and I would never know each other before if it wasn't for racing. Let's just plain and simple. And I consider you part of my racing family. That's how we get along so well. We joke. We're just like 2 brothers at a racetrack because we pick on each other a lot. I'm going to say he picks on me more than I pick on him because I don't know if you're older than me or not, but it just seems like you're the older brother that always like, hey, always picks on all the time.
Once I get to know you, and once it doesn't matter who started it, I'm gonna keep it going
Oh, yeah.
tenfold over whoever it is.
Especially at Devil's Lake, you got the girls helping you out now too. Hey, here's the broomstick. You know, I always want to. They have fun with that. But you talked about the support. That's what I was getting at. Is racing family is so big, and it's so cool to be a part of that community. And that was tenfold what happened right where when the car went down. Right. Couldn't do without that. That's no doubt about that.
Right.
Let's talk about who else coming. Ask Steven if he likes mice now.
Yeah, I'm a pretty big fan.
Pretty big fan of mice.
I'm a pretty big fan of the deer that probably opened up the hole to let the mice in too. So
Talk about that. Oh, speaking of, yeah. Thanks for
closer. There we go. I'm gonna go home and screenshot that. Thanks, Paul.
I want to go through some stuff here. We're going to wrap it up here shortly with Steven. Want to thank him for coming in today. The man is busy enough where it's at. Laurel says, Steve, he's one of a kind. The racing facts, the stories in the brain that has continues to amaze me still today. I'm going to second that because I do ask him for quick stats as we're down in the middle of the racetrack. It happens a lot. Just for the simple fact that if it's somebody's first win or 7th win, last year I think you gave me, it was his first NLRA win of a late model. And we know who that is in the 17 machine. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy to think how much stuff is in that brain of yours with all that.
Yeah, he'd won it the night before. Yeah,
Gresseth was just he was an amazing
so he won
driver.
Grand Rapids and then wins his first River City the next night. So,
And the NLRA sanction shows, so that's pretty cool.
and then 6 more after that. So
Boom, boom, boom. It was pretty constant after that. Daryl says, hey, Chad, part of the Bullring Boys. Canadians are coming soon. I cannot wait. Where can I get a Bullring shirt? Right at the shirt gate, man. You talk to me. We'll work out something there. Shout out to Tom for us. He sets up in the campground. I can't wait for that to start again, guys. Hopefully we'll see you guys soon. Miss John today, but the great show as always. Cheers. Daryl, we're so excited to see you guys. You have you don't know how cool it's going to be to see you guys down in Little Canada again. I'm pumped up for that.
I hope that holds true because of Bristol we had, having Canadians back there too, you know, Ricky and then Ricky's family.
Yes.
Some people went down to see Ricky, and then we had Sir Lawrence and Jason Bolio that won modified races
Right.
from Canada. They couldn't come last year, so that was nice to have them.
And that's when all the streaming stuff really started taking off. Last year would have been with that. I think then it's just nice to have the real fans there, though. I think you can attest to that. Al says, hey, guys. Steven and I both said hello. Travis Strandell says, what up, fellas? Mason Aaron, thanks for everything you do, Steven. And Amanda Joe seconds that. Once again, all the compliments in the world to Steven. That'd be 5 if anybody's counting at home. Just making sure we're keeping score. I'm going to...
4.5. That was a little rushed.
Oh. You guys have been awesome. We want to thank you guys. Steven, any last words you got? How's the season going to turn out? What do you got left going on for today?
I can go back and keep tagging because I got about 3.5 more nights left to Bristol to tag for good old Speedway Shots there. So speedwayshots.com.
Speedwayshots.com. He never stops working, ladies and gentlemen.
Shameless plug.
Steven, buddy, good to see you again. We'll see you again soon. I appreciate you coming on and coming and chat with me. Thanks for little ball jokes. I appreciate that as well. Race fans, you guys are awesome. I can't wait to see all you guys here shortly. Before you know it, we will be all together again at the Bullring, and we'll have a lot of fun. Rumor Sports Bar and Grill, that's where it's at, ladies and gentlemen. Rumor Sports Bar and Grill across the way here. They got TVs wall to wall. I've been in there. It's a beautiful place. They're going to have the NFL draft coming up here at the end of the month. Check them out. Food, amazing food, awesome food. Talk about the big guy, awesome food. Good stuff for that. They also have $3 pounders. They got beer, which we all love beer. Beer's great. Bush lattes for days. Just say, right, Steven? Shake your head. Yep. Okay. Okay, cool. Don't forget, 6:30 tonight, Monty, Bill, and the rest of the crew will bring you the best Forking Sports Arena show. So tune in for that. We'll check in with you in the morning. John Roberts will be back here. I'm Chad Haas, Steven Young. We want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Producer Paul is here as well. You know, Grand Forks is always a great place to be. I love living in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and Grand Forks' best source is giving identity again. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll talk later.